gentlemen, welcome to Bell Center in Montreal, Quebec, Canada for UN Fight Night 3 Cannonier versus Romero. We have a stack card for you tonight in the beautiful city of Montreal. Let's take a look at these downtown views right here. What a great view. Last week, UN Fight Night 2 was a great success, giving everyone a taste of what's to come in the future for UN. We have a great fight card here for you tonight, headlined by Cannonier, Romero, Paul Felder, Donald Cerrone in our co-main event, Lauren Murphy and Alexis Davis, and our opening bout, Corey Anderson and Junior Dos Santos, battled it out in the heavyweight division. What a fight card for you tonight. Let's get started. In our first fight of the night, we have Corey Anderson taking on Junior Dos Santos. First fighter to the octagon, Junior Dos Santos, who is a former UFC heavyweight champion. After that, he challenged for the title 2 times. He had mixed results over the previous several years in his MMA career, but throughout 2018 and 19, he had 3 wins in a row against Blagoy Ivanov, Tai Tuivasa, and Derek Lewis, indicating that he will probably head back to the top of the heavyweight division in any MMA bout. Yet, he was beaten by Francis Ngannou and Curtis Blades, and that prevented him from being in the title talks in the UFC. Now, after finishing his UFC contract, he has come to UN with a new purpose to once again regain the heavyweight throne, and he looks to start his journey tonight against Corey Anderson. And now Corey Anderson comes to the octagon, the American. Anderson has a balance between sticking and moving. He achieves the desired temperatures through a high output approach of striking volume and transitional takedown fights. Even through Anderson's striking volume has won him many rounds in the cage, his transition game will ultimately lose everything together. He has a similar fight style to Frankie Edgar, and he mixes in volume and variety to keep his opposition behind the 8 ball. However, despite Anderson displaying much meaner offensive wherewithal to go along with better head movement and overall boxing technique, he still opens himself up due to undesirable traffic due to the nature of the numbers he puts up. So some may say he is a heavy hitter, but sometimes he is easier to hit. And that is hopefully something that he can change tonight as he takes on Junior Dos Santos, also looking to get back to the top of the heavyweight division here tonight. Our tail of the tape for this heavyweight bout. Sagano is 6 years the elder. He has a 1 inch height advantage, and Corey Anderson will have a 2-inch reach advantage. For the official introduction, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a boxer, holding a professional record of 21 wins, 9 losses. He stands 6 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 238 pounds. Fighting out of Salvador Bahia, Brazil. Ladies and gentlemen, he is a former UFC heavyweight champion, Junior Dos Santos. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a wrestler, holding a professional record of 14 wins, 5 losses. He stands 6 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. Corey Anderson. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon is Yves Lavigne.
Yves Lavigne, the referee tonight for our first bout of the night between Corey Anderson and Junior Dos Santos. Here we go. Both fighters begin in the orthodox tradition. Dos Santos begins with 2 heavy shots. Tonight we have Corey Anderson in the blue trunks and Dos Santos with the black and blue trim. This may be the way that Dos Santos signifying that he wants to get back to the top of the heavyweight division. Corey Anderson admits to clinch right here. Oh, Anderson goes for the takedown and he gets it. Great takedown, but Dos Santos has equally great takedown defense. Did not come into play at that time, but he looks to get back on top. Anderson, heavy body shots. Cigano has to find a way to defend those. Remember, the thing with Corey Anderson is sometimes he does attack, but he attacks too much at times that where he gives his opponents an opening to find a strike to hit. So he'll have to find a way to control that here tonight. Dos Santos lands a couple jabs. Great body shots. Oh, and Anderson secures another takedown. Anderson doing well on the ground here. Not much happening at the moment. Brilliant execution by Corey Anderson here on the ground, ensuring that Junior Dos Santos does not get the opportunity to get back on his feet. Anderson has done an excellent job keeping Dos Santos on the ground. And these transitions may also be tiring for Corey Anderson, who is taking a lot of energy out of him to just get back and keeping Dos Santos on the ground. So he'll have to control his energy if he wants to get this to continue. Same with Junior Dos Santos. And that's the end of round number 1. Round 2 is next. Corner House brought to you by Body Armor, official sports drink of the UN. And here we saw great shots in the clinch by Corey Anderson. Junior Dos Santos lands an elbow right there and the underhook. And here, as Junior Dos Santos went for that left hook, Corey Anderson did enough to get that takedown, and he controlled most of the round from the takedown. Let's see what he does here in round 2. Corey Anderson, Junior Dos Santos, round 2, here we go. Anderson began with a left kick. Dos Santos trying to hit one off the head. Oh, nice steady kick right there. Great heavy shots. And we see the total strikes here because Corey Anderson landed those on the ground. 56-33 in favor of Corey Anderson. Junior Cigano Dos Santos continues to apply his forward pressure. You may think that he has done a better job at controlling Corey Anderson, tiring him out. And Dos Santos may be able to clip him, or even get him down to the ground and submission attempt. You never know. Great job by Junior Dos Santos not letting Corey Anderson take the fight to the ground in this round, because in round 1, as we saw, Corey Anderson dominated the fight on the ground, but here on out, Junior Dos Santos has stopped all the takedown attempts in round number 2. Spinning back this attempt, block. Great volume. Oh, and that another rock Corey Anderson. Anderson's on the back pedal. Oh, down goes Anderson. That clipped Anderson. Dos Santos is continuing his great volume of strikes. ensuring that it helps him in round 2. This round has all been Junior Dos Santos, and there, Corey Anderson sought the opening. He shooted for the takedown. He got it, and now he's got this fight down to the ground. Anderson pounding away on Junior Dos Santos. The pressure continuing. And things slow down for a bit right here. Anderson looks to take the back. Blocked by Dos Santos. Both fighters get back up on their feet. Great leg kick attempt there. Heavy leg kick by Corey Anderson. About 30 seconds remain in round 2. Shoot down attempt by Corey Anderson. Won't get it. And that's the end of round number 2. Round 3 is next. Once again, this corner time brought to you by Body Armor, official sports drink of UFC UN. Great round there for Junior Dos Santos after getting dominated on the ground in round 1. He comes back, clips Corey Anderson right there, scores the knockdown. But it wasn't enough as Anderson got back up to his feet. And Junior Dos Santos will probably look to take advantage of a tired Corey Anderson from round 2. Maybe even look to finish him off. Or would it be Corey Anderson shooting for the takedown and scoring it this time? Here we go, round 3. Dos Santos, knocks down Corey Anderson. Anderson stunned. Anderson stunned on his feet. Continues to fight. Heavy shot attempt by Junior Dos Santos. Anderson scores the takedown. Gets right back on his feet. Cigano uppercut attempt. Switches sides. Junior Dos Santos continuing the pressure. Anderson goes for a leg kick attempt. Anderson go. And Santos clipped it again. Down and out. Junior Dos Santos has knocked out Corey Anderson. He did it. He believed in himself. In round 1, he was completely getting dominated up on the feet. Round 2, he continued the violent pressure, made a comeback, and in round 3, he knocks out Corey Anderson cold with that left hook. We saw here, Anderson went for the takedown attempt. Boom! Dos Santos lands that left hook. Complete perfection by Junior Dos Santos. And he scores a knockdown and a knockout. That'll be great for him. For the official decision, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Leving has called a stop to this contest at 53 seconds of round number 3. Declaring the winner by knockout, Junior Cigano Dos Santos.
And as we saw here, Junior Cigano Dos Santos knocks out Corey Anderson in round 3. That'll definitely help him in his journey to get back up on the top where he once was. His journey in the UFC was pretty cut short, but can he do it in UN? Can he once again become the UN heavyweight champion? Let's take a look at our upcoming collab here with the Canucks. our second fight of the night. Lauren Murphy takes on Alexis Davis in a women's bantamweight bout. Having held a TKO win over Amanda Nunes in 2011 in the Strikeforce, Jessica Eye and Liz Carmouche are some of other wins under Alexis Davis's belt. Davis has a grappling accuracy of 33%, having landed 6 of her attempted 21 takedowns. She has a takedown average of 0.99 per 15 minutes and has landed 488 out of her attempted 1,137 signature strikes with a 43% accuracy. Her signature strike defense is at 55% and takedown defense is at 32%. All those skills will be vital against Lauren Murphy here tonight. And here we have lucky Lauren Murphy. Her fights are nothing but a visual treat to the eye. She's known for her amazing skills and techniques that she displays inside the octagon. Has an aggressive strike, she's an aggressive striker and very good with her grappling techniques. She will also be looking to use all those skills tonight against Alexis Davis. Having been a winner of 6 out of her last 8 fights, she ultimately did lose to Valentina Shevchenko last year at UFC 266, but she looks to fix herself here tonight. Our Attila tape for our second fight. You see here 2 years of age difference, 1 inch reach advantage Alexis Davis, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC bantamweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This woman is a mixed martial artist holding a professional record of 20 wins, 11 losses. She stands 5 feet 6 inches tall, weighing in at 125 pounds. Fighting out of San Jose, California, Alexis Davis! And now introducing her opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This woman is a mixed martial artist holding a professional record of 15 wins, 5 losses. She stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at 135 pounds. Fighting out of Glendale, Arizona, USA. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Eve Loving.
Once again, we have Eve Loving as the ref for a second fight of the night between Lauren Murphy and Alexis Davis. 2 women's contenders looking to make it to the top of the division. Here we go, both fights in orthodox stance. Murphy landing a heavy volume here against Alexis Davis. Davis shoots for the takedown, won't get it. Nice shot there landed by Lauren Murphy. Alexis Davis continuing to land her leg kicks. We've seen over the years how leg kicks have been proven to be a great way to tie your opponent down in MMA. They've been used quite a lot more often nowadays. Oh, that clipped Alexis Davis. Great shot there by Lauren Murphy. Davis shoots for the takedown. Murphy stops her again. The height difference between these 2 fighters is crazy right here. Davis looks like a much smaller fighter. Lauren Murphy might be able to take advantage of that later on. Use it to her advantage. Davis shoots for another takedown. Won't get it. And Murphy continues to attack. Lauren Murphy. Davis clips her with the left hand. And Davis shoots for the takedown. Won't get it. Davis has attempted so many takedowns, hasn't been able to land one here tonight. Lauren Murphy's takedown defense is incredible. But due to having that height advantage, could that play a factor as her not getting all those takedowns? We have a minute and a half remaining here in round number 1. And oh, nice uppercut landed here. Davis literally, wow, there was so much going on there. I didn't even realize what was happening. Murphy clips her with a couple. Great round here for Lucky Lauren Murphy in round number 1, proving again why she could be considered one of the top women's fighters in the world. And Lauren Murphy, strong finish the round here by Alexis Davis. Round 2 is next. Lauren Murphy had told us before that it was her previous jobs that inspired her to become a mixed martial artist. She took her son to jiu-jitsu class one day in 2010, and from there on she knew that this was something she wanted to practice as well. We saw here, look at that cut above Lauren Murphy's eye. It seems like Alexis Davis was able to land a couple shots there that stunned Lauren Murphy, and that caused that cut there. That cut looks brutal. Great kick there by Lauren Murphy.
Are you ready? You ready?
Here we go. Round 2. Nice 1-2 landed by Alexis Davis. Murphy clips her again. Couple shots that stunned Alexis Davis. Murphy continuing with her volume here. Can she score the finish, or will this fight keep on going? Davis goes for the takedown. Again stopped by Murphy. Don't know why Davis is going for these takedowns. Murphy has been stopping every one of them. Great job here by Murphy. See, look at this difference. Total strikes 53 to 19 in favor of Lauren Murphy. This fight has been all Lauren Murphy so far. Absolute domination. Another takedown attempt. She didn't even get close to Lauren Murphy this time. Oh, Murphy clipped her. That's down Alexis Davis. Down goes Davis. And Lauren Murphy continuing the heavy volume of strikes here. The ground and pound. Davis gets her back up to her feet. Oh, Davis rocks Murphy. Whoa, the fight just turned the tables. Davis just rocked Alexis Murphy. Davis looks for the takedown. Once again stopped by Murphy into the clinch. Heavy elbow shots. A knee by Lauren Murphy. Wow. A great 1-2 leg shot. This fight's been back and forth this round, but so far you could say that has been complete domination for Lauren Murphy, except for that one shot that Alexis Davis landed. Davis continuing the pressure. Lauren Murphy continuing to give her the 1-2s. Nice uppercut attempt by Lauren Murphy right there. Davis goes for a takedown, won't get it. And it seems like Murphy's the much bigger fighter. That could be a reason to prove why Davis is not scoring all those takedowns that she's attempting. Murphy goes for a straight right hand. Davis dodged. Alexis Davis continuing. Nice pressure here. Davis going for the takedown, won't get it. Murphy rocks her again with a couple uppercuts. And this time they looked pretty bad as well. Murphy continuing the pressure. Has Davis against the cage. Davis is down. Murphy continuing with the ground and pound here. Davis covering up. Gets her back. Oh, she's going for the choke. She has her flat on her back. The ground and pound. The punches continue. Once again on her side over here. We have 15 seconds to remain in round 2. Will Alexis Davis survive, or will Lauren Murphy find a way to finish this right here now? Oh, she's going for a submission attempt. And that's the end of round number 2. What a round here, ladies and gentlemen. Women's mixed martial arts. Crazy. We saw here a great attempt here by Alexis Davis to get a takedown. Lauren Murphy caught her with punches, and there, that 1-2 combo right there took Davis down to her feet. But Alexis Davis did not go out. She continued to fight and was able to make it to the end of round 2. Will round 3 prove to be any different? Or will Lauren Murphy dominate her way to victory? Corner time brought to you by Body Armor, official sports drink of UFC UN. Round 3 between Lauren Murphy and Alexis Davis. Here we go. Murphy went for a huge front kick. Body shots. Davis definitely has upgraded the volume of her strikes. Oh, that caught. Murphy catching Davis for here with strikes. Again, 1-2. Down goes Davis. Murphy continuing the pressure. Davis covering up. Oh, Davis going for a submission attempt right here. Oh, is she going for a Kimura? Oh, she has an armbar. Look at the power of Lauren Murphy. She slams her down. Great power there by Lauren Murphy. We saw the difference between size between these two. And Alexis Davis covering up. Will she do it? And that's it. Lauren Murphy dominates her way to a victory against Alexis Davis. She finishes this fight via TKO. And what a great win here for Lauren Murphy. She absolutely dominated this fight. And there were times where Alexis Davis had moments, but for the most part, Lauren Murphy had complete domination of this fight from start to finish. We saw here, let's see here where the referee decided to call the fight. Davis covering up, but Murphy lands a shot right there, which ultimately proved to be the finishing shot. For the official decision, here is Bruce Buffer. And so Lauren Murphy gets the victory here by knockout on the ground. Complete domination of Alexis Davis. We'll have to see what's next for Lauren Murphy and how she makes her way slowly up the rankings. As for Alexis Davis, we'll see what goes on there as well. Ladies and gentlemen, next month from Jacksonville, Florida, April 9th, Kelvin Gastelum, Nasserine, Imambov, Mackenzie Dern, Tasia Torres, Gilbert Burns, Kamzat Kamaev. What a fight right there. Aljamain Sterling, Piotr Yan, and all roads will lead to Alexander Volkanovski and the Korean Zombie. Live from ViStar's Veterans Memorial Arena, UFC 273, Volkanovski versus the Korean Zombie. Make sure to check it out on ESPNplus.com/pay-per-view. In our co-main event of the evening, Paul Felder takes on Donald Cerrone in the lightweight division. Coming out first, we have the Cowboy, Donald Cerrone. He's gained a reputation in the MMA world for being the type of fighter that will throw down anytime, anywhere, and often on very short notice. Most of his fights have been on short notice. He is a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and shows his grappling abilities and his striking prowess in the UFC octagon almost every time he steps into that cage. As of late, he hasn't been doing so well. He's lost 5 of his last 6 fights, and 6th being a no contest because his opponent, Nico Price, tested positive for marijuana. He'll look to finally get a win here tonight against Paul Felder. One of the most exciting fighters in the game, Paul Felder's Muay Thai's fighting style always makes his fights interesting. He's relentless and uses all sorts of striking techniques, including elbows, knees, from the clinch, switch kicks, and more. Felder never lets the opponent have an easy way inside the octagon because he effectively cuts distance with his footwork. If you want to know just how aggressive his fighting style is, it's enough to learn that 4 of his last fights ended in a split decision. He also has a couple of elbow knockouts on his resume, spinning back fists, heel kicks, and many more. Let's see if he can do any type of those knockouts here tonight against Donald Cowboy Cerrone. Ladies and Gentlemen are till to take for this lightweight bout. Cerrone, 2 years the elder. He has a 2-inch height advantage and he has a 3-inch reach advantage. For the official introduction for this fight, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC, the lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a Muay Thai kickboxer, holding a professional record of 36 wins, 16 losses, 1 draw, and 1 no contest. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall, weighing in at 155 pounds. Fighting out of Albuquerque, New Mexico, USA, Donald Cowboy Cerrone. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record of 17 wins, 6 losses. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 155 pounds. Fighting out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Paul, the Irish Dragon Felder. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Herb Dean.
Herb Dean, our referee for the co-main event of the evening between Paul Felder and the Cowboy, Donald Cerrone. Let's go. Felder in the blue tonight and Donald Cerrone in the black with red trim. Cerrone beginning with a couple heavy shots. And we've seen Paul Felder has a great striking style, scored knockouts in many ways. But Donald Cerrone has had quite a lot of longevity when it comes to MMA. He's been in the fight game for a very long time, one of the longest tenured fighters on the UFC roster today. Perhaps Cerrone's biggest shining moment came in a loss to Conor McGregor at UFC 246 back in January 2020, before all this COVID nonsense began. But we have to see what happens here now, what Donald Cerrone decides to do depending on the outcome of this fight. Nice shot there by Cerrone. Felder doing a great job here backing up Cerrone against the cage, ensuring that if it were to come down to it, he'll have a more dominant position. But Cerrone is trying to do the same thing here. Early on, not much happened in this fight. Cerrone goes for the takedown, stop by Felder. Felder in the clinch. Gets Cerrone out of the clinch. Great body kick here by Paul Felder. Cerrone comes up with one of his own. Both fighters heavy body kicks to each other. Great shot. Nice front kick by Donald Cowboy Cerrone. Cerrone continuing with the body shots. What a spinning heel kick by Paul Felder. That kick definitely sent Cerrone back. Cerrone with a knee to the body. But as I said before, Paul Felder has a great variety of his strikes and kicks and how he finishes his opponents. Normally that type of kick would finish off an opponent, but Donald Cerrone has the chin of a warrior at times. A warrior. Brilliant 1-2 to the body. Oh, Cerrone sent down by Felder. That rocked Donald Cerrone, but round 1 has come to an end. We saw at the end of round 1 right there. Paul Felder stunned Cerrone, sent him down to his knees. That was close, but Cerrone, as I said before, has the chin of a warrior. He won't go down without a fight. Nice kick attempt. Turned into a left hook by Paul Felder. He'll look to take advantage of that, heading into round 2. It's a corner count brought to you by Body Armor, official sports drink of UFC UN.
You ready to fight? You ready?
Cerrone Felder round 2, here we go. Felder going for a great volume that sends Cerrone back. Early on there was not much happening in round number 2, but we continue. Here we see the strikes. It's been all Paul Felder, 53-23 in favor of Felder. Cerrone attempts a flying knee. Leg kick blocked by Felder. Nice shot to the body right there. Depending on how this fight's going right now, Paul Felder has been utterly dominating Donald Cerrone. Felder was a legitimate lightweight contender in the UFC before deciding to hang it up for a bit. But now he's come out of retirement to take place in the UN and our new fighting brand over here. Cerrone attempts the takedown, stopped by Felder again. 2.5 remaining in round 2. Cerrone with the knee attempt, wouldn't get it. One-two attempted there by Donald Cerrone. Cerrone with a nice kick. Might have stunned Felder. And Cerrone continuing his volume right there. And great 1-2. Leg kick attempt there attempted. And he continues the leg kick pressure right there. Nice leg kick there by Donald Cerrone. Cerrone clips Felder again. Under 30 remaining. Cerrone back fist attempt, wouldn't get it. Great elbow there by Paul Felder. And he goes for a spinning fist of his own. Wouldn't get that either. That's the end of round number 2. That was a better round for Donald Cerrone, but Paul Felder continued the pressure we see here. Great front kick there by Felder. But Cerrone landed that one leg kick that stunned Paul Felder. Great opening there by Donald Cerrone. Let's take another look at that leg kick. Boom, lands flush to Felder. And now let's see what happens in round number 3. Will this fight go the distance, or will we see a finish from either one of those men? At this point, Paul Felder's been dominating most of the fight, but Donald Cerrone could provide a finish depending on what he chooses to do. Round 3. Felder continuing the pressure. Great body shots. Felder caught Cerrone right there. Cerrone looks wobbly. Another leg kick attempt by Felder. That was blocked by Cerrone. Felder. Cerrone took down Paul Felder, tripped him. Felder with a body kick. That was a nice body kick by Paul Felder. Cerrone continuing the forward pressure. Uppercut attempt by Felder wouldn't go. Nice body kick with him. Overhand by Donald Cerrone, he wouldn't get it. Cerrone shoots for the takedown, stopped by Paul Felder. Oh, Felder caught Cerrone. Cerrone's down. Oh, but a kick sends Felder down. Both fighters landing huge knockdowns right there. Great forward kick there by Paul Felder. Cerrone seems stunned. Felder has to continue the pressure. Cerrone once again is stunned. Felder with a couple punches. Down goes Cerrone again. Felder continue the ground and pound. Will this be it? Felder pounding away on Donald Cerrone. Takes the back. Great transition there by Paul Felder. And he once again takes the back right there. Huge body shots. Felder gets back up on top. Paul Felder continuing the pressure. Great ground and pound shots here to Donald Cerrone. And that's it. Paul Felder finishes Donald Cerrone in round 3. After completely dominating this fight on the stat sheet, Paul Felder gets the finish. In my opinion, I think he deserved it. That was a great showing for Paul Felder after being out for so long. And right there, unfortunately, Donald Cerrone gets finished. You gotta feel for the guy. He hasn't had the best career in MMA so far. Will this be his final fight in UN? Or will he continue to live another day? For the official decision, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean's called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 42 seconds of the 3rd round. Declaring the winner by knockout, Paul, the Irish Dragon, Felder.
And so Paul Felder gets the win in his return bout to the octagon. Great showing for his first fight here in UN, and we'll see how the rankings hold up for him and where he takes his place. As for Donald Cerrone, a heartbreaking loss. He'll look to bounce back from this. Will this be his final fight? We'll wait till the decision from his fans. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, here are some of our upcoming events. UFC UN 2 happens next week live from MSG in New York. UN Fight Night 4 headline for the UN Bantamweight title between Aljamain Sterling and Henry Cejudo. That takes place in Junes Arena in Rio de Janeiro on April 9th, and UFC Fight Night, UN Fight Night 9. Reyes vs. Johnson, that takes place on Sunday, April 16th at the Prudential Center in New Jersey. Make sure to get your tickets for that at un.ca. But tonight, our main event of the evening, Jared Cannonier, Yoel Romero, battle it out in the middleweight division. Let's go. Coming in the octagon first, we have Yoel Romero. Romero was regarded as one of the most dangerous fighters in the UFC. He relies on his extreme durability and brute strength to absorb an opponent's attacks and then deliver explosive counter strikes. Romero is left-handed and primarily fights out of the southpaw stance, although he does switch to orthodox during fights. In spite of his amateur wrestling pedigree, Romero rarely uses his wrestling offensively inside the octagon. Instead, Romero's boxing is typically considered his best skill, with the majority of his victories coming by way of knockout or TKO via punches. Many people cite Romero's pullback left-handed counter as his most dangerous strike, and he'll look to take advantage and use that strike against Jared Cannonier tonight. Jared Cannonier, despite being at an age where strikers can start to struggle, has proven that his intelligence and power can still win fights. He has devastating power from a variety of attacks stemming from his left side. A straight left, a left hook, a left calf kick, and a cracking left body kick. He typically invites his opponents to walk into his range, tag him with a single heavy shot, and then exits on an angle. His shots are powerful but infrequent. If an opponent can close the distance, they've historically struggled to take Cannonier down. He has an impressive 85% takedown defense since moving to middleweight. His defense relies on his long legs, fall balance, and most importantly, his natural strength. Let's see what he can do here tonight against Yoel Romero. Our tail of the tape for this bout, Romero 43 the Elder has a 1-inch height advantage, and Cannonier will have a 4-inch reach advantage. For the official introduction, Bruce Buffin.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the Octagon, Yves Loving. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the sold-out Bell Center in Montreal, Quebec, Canada, it's time! 5 rounds in the UFC middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 13 wins, 5 losses. He stands 6 feet tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Fighting out of Coconut Creek, Florida, USA, Yoel, Soldier of God, Romero. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 14 wins, 5 losses. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. Fighting out of Glendale, Arizona, USA, Jared the Killer Gorilla Cannonier.
Okay, protect yourself at all time, obey my command at all time. If you want to touch love, do it now, go back to your corner.
Yves Loving once again the referee for our main event here tonight. We've kept him busy, but he has shown up to every fight, and he calls it right down the middle. The Soldier of God and the Killer Gorilla, Jared Cannonier. Let's do it. Romero, as I mentioned before, begins in the southpaw stance. Cannonier in the orthodox. We have Cannonier in the white, Romero in the black red trim. Oh, Cannonier rocks Romero early on. Again, sends Romero down. Oh, that was a great start by Jared Cannonier. Landed 2 knockdowns in the first minute. Cannonier looks to continue his forward pressure. He's looking for a guillotine attempt. Stop. Great shots here by Yoel Romero. Takes the back of Jared Cannonier. But that was a great start for the Killer Gorilla.
Let's go. Get to his back now.
Oh, Cannonier rocked him again. Cannonier doing a great job sending Yoel Romero, finding the open ways to land the brutal strikes. Down comes Cannonier. Great takedown attempt, and he successfully acted upon it. Takes the back of Yoel Romero. Continuing the forward pressure. Cannonier here on the ground, takes the dominant position, continues to pound away on the head of Yoel Romero. Romero trying not to do much here. Cannonier takes the back, looks for the rear naked. Will he get it? No, Yoel Romero countered. up on his feet. Continuing the ground and pound here. That's the end of round number 1. The great shots here by Jared Cannonier early on. Continuing the forward pressure.
Great finish. Come on, hey.
But now,
All right, good. Listen, we almost finished to make the end of that
we'll
round.
see what happens.
This is it. Win the belt.
Round 2 between Jared Cannonier and Romero. Here we go. Cannonier will probably be looking to have a similar start as he did in round number 1 against Romero. Cannonier continuing the pressure. And good shot there. Total strikes landed. 4 more for Jared Cannonier. Cannonier continuing the forward pressure here. Romero with a kick sends Cannonier back. Continued pressure here by Jared Cannonier. Backs Romero against the cage. And Cannonier sent down by Romero. Romero's takedown. And he continues again. And he starts continuing with the pressure. Romero seemingly going for it. He's starting it. Down on the ground, Romero keeps Jared Cannonier busy. Cannonier attempts to start to go back up, but he won't get it. Romero continuing the forward pressure here. Romero's doing a great job on the ground over here, as we mentioned before. Romero's striking is what he's best known for, but he does have a wrestling background as well. So he's an all-around great fighter. Great position here for Romero, continuing to pound away at the head of Jared Cannonier. Not letting Cannonier get back up. This wrestling is probably tiring out Jared Cannonier, which is a great strategy by Romero. He'll need this in the later on rounds. Remember, this is a 5-round fight. Anything can happen. Under a minute remaining in round number 2. Great pressure there in round number 2 by Jared Cannonier at the beginning. He landed an overhand similar to how he did in round number 1. He was able to control the distance between Romero, but once Romero landed the takedowns, he was able to make this into a more even fight. Corner cam brought to you by Body Armor, official drink of UFC UN. See what happens in round 3 coming up. Round 3 between Jared Cannonier and Romero, our main event of the evening here at UN Fight Night 3 at Centre Bell. Great forward pressure. Not much happening here. Seems like Romero's rocked Cannonier. Cannonier is rocked. Oh, great shot. Romero's got it back back down onto the ground. You can see how visibly exhausted Jared Cannonier is. He's trying to get back up. Romero is not letting him. Continued ground and pound shots here by Romero. That rock, Jared Cannonier. Romero going to work. Romero continuing his strikes, backs Cannonier up against the cage. Romero continuing the heavy ground and pound shots, lands the takedown. Romero's landed the takedown. A tired Cannonier, visibly exhausted. What will Romero look to do now? Gets on top of Cannonier. Won't let Cannonier get back up to the ground, up to his feet. Continued pressure by Yoel Romero. That's it. Yoel Romero finishes Jared Cannonier in round number 3. That has got to feel good. Wow. That first and second round, if you watched this fight from the third round on, you cannot say that Jared Cannonier was winning this fight. That first and second round was all Jared Cannonier. But after a midway point of round number 2, Yoel Romero was able to turn the tables into his favor. And he ultimately gets the TKO finish of Jared Cannonier here tonight. What a way to get his first win in UN. For one final time, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Leving has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 13 seconds of the third round. Declaring the winner by knockout, Yoel, Soldier of God, Romero.
And for Jared Cannonier to get so close, but yet so far, it's heartbreaking. But Yoel Romero ultimately gets the finish here tonight. He'll ultimately be able to move up in middleweight rankings, and we'll see what's next for him. Jared Cannonier will bounce back from this. He'll take some time off, and we'll see what's next for him as well. Ladies and gentlemen, next week, TJ Dillashaw, Rafael Sancho open up a huge card for all of you. Dustin Poirier, Brian Ortega's second fight of the night in the lightweight division. Our third fight, first of the championship fights, Nunes and Weili, followed by our co-main event, Gilbert Burns, Jorge Masvidal for the welterweight title. Ultimately, all roads will lead towards Israel Adesanya and Robert Whittaker battling out in the main event for the UN middleweight title. That's live next week from Madison Square Garden in New York. Special thanks to the Canucks for giving us the opportunity to showcase Heroes Return off of YouTube for our executive producer, Jagraj Lully. Special thanks to the city of Montreal for their amazing hospitality throughout this whole fight week. We enjoyed being here. Next week, Adesanya vs. Whittaker, UFC UN 2 live Sunday, March 26th. And for one final time, this is Jagraj Lully signing off. Thank you, and good night from Montreal.